Kia ora and welcome to Living Life as Easy as with Happiness. Hi, so good to have you guys along this week. Thanks for joining me. So today I'm just going to do a little wee chat on love and Aroha. Alright, so if you ask anybody out there what is some things that you want in your life, you know, what do you want out of life? You want happiness and you want this stuff. You want love. Everybody wants love, and we all thrive a lot better on love. So we're all seeking it, and I'm just going to share with you just some how I feel about love and some discoveries I've made over the years with love, and some things that I've done to improve my life to make sure that this is in my life each and every day. Much aroha and love. So just want you to ask yourself a question first. Do you think it's a reasonable expectation to expect other people to love you if you don't love you? Do you think that's fair? Do you think it's a reasonable request to expect other people to love you when you don't love you? You see, I don't think it is. I don't think that you have the right to ask people or to expect people to love you when you don't love you. How can they love you if you don't love you? I mean, you know, to be in a thriving, successful, lasting, loving relationship, you first have to love yourself. That's what I believe. And I have sort of seen this to be quite true. So the more that somebody loves themselves and takes care of themselves and puts themselves first, you know, with health, but your well-being and respect for yourself, those people are in a way better loving relationship. I'm talking about relationships with everybody, relationships with your parents, with your children, with your whānau, your family, with your friends, with your besties, with that chosen forever person that you've chosen to be with. So do you really think it's fair to expect anybody to last in your life in a loving relationship if you don't love yourself first? I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it can last. I think eventually it breaks down. You're expecting other people to come in and fill up that empty gap, and that's where the cracks work. That's a real huge burden for that other person to be carrying. You need to be responsible for your own happiness and your own love. And when you find that place, there's that gorgeous fly that loves to come and visit me each week. Even in winter, it's crazy. So anyway, getting back to love, you know, if you want that kind of love, if you want lasting, real love in your life, then I think you first need to start loving yourself. And so the problem, I had a huge problem with this. I thought that it was selfish to love yourself. I thought it was selfish, you know, to put yourself first. You should put other people first. But that thing you learn on the airplanes about putting the mask on yourself first before you can take care of your kids, there's something in that. It's absolutely true for everything. So the more you love the self, the less expectation you're putting on other people to fill you up, because then when they don't come up to your expectations, cracks start to form and everything starts to fall over. No matter who this relationship is with, your teacher, your neighbour, your loved one, whatever. So you can't expect anybody to come in and fill you up. You need to be responsible for making that choice yourself. And so it also works with love. So start loving yourself, start putting yourself first, and it starts with health, looking after your health, your body, as really starts from there. Having respect for yourself, putting in boundaries for yourself, and knowing those boundaries, and letting other people know what those boundaries are as well. They're not mind readers. So loving yourself first, and it just will go phenomenal into other loving relationships that everybody desires and wants. Okay, but I still believe it's just not realistic to expect somebody else to love you if you don't love yourself. And since I've had this revelation in the last year, only the last year, it's just been phenomenal. You know, I feel a lot of love around me, and it is very uplifting, and goes towards a real happy, as easy as life. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Start loving yourself. Okay, so first we have to believe it. And that's a real struggle too. It's like, well, actually, why would anybody want to love me? So I had to do a lot of research, a lot of into myself, and a lot of self-discovery to start loving myself. It's not a quick fix. It's quite a journey, but it's a journey worth taking. It really, really is. To try and figure out who you are, what you want, and to start loving yourself and putting yourself first. Because it's just got so many great rewards. So remember, it's not fair to expect other people to come in and fill that gap and fill that void. It doesn't work. Long term, it doesn't work. It'll work initially in the initial, but it doesn't work long term. It's not sustainable. But if you love yourself first and go into those relationships and you're not putting any expectation on other people, then it's going to be sustainable and it's going to work, and there's going to be just a whole heap of love. And I think it's really important to have a lot of love in your life if you want to have a happy, successful life. So there you go, peoples. Love. Oh my God, I love love. I have a lot of these around my house. I have a lot of love hearts and stuff around my house because I love surrounding myself with love. But remember, it comes from you first. So I'll leave that with you so you can head on and start loving yourself first. It's not selfish. You do deserve it. You absolutely love yourself. You deserve to be loved, and it starts with yourself though. Make sure you are worthy of people's love. You're a nice person, and you will find that on your self-discovery to loving yourself. But anyway, much Aroha to each and every one of you out there. Until next week, go start loving yourself. Go pamper yourself, start caring for yourself, start respecting yourself and loving yourself. Mwah. Bye-bye. Love you guys.